Good morning. It is 4:20 in the morning. We are getting ready to head out right now. It's going to be the start of a very fun cruise. It is going to be on our newest ship that we've ever been on. We're getting on the Norwegian Prima. It's going to be a very long day. We are flying from O'Hare all the way down to Houston, taking a car all the way to Galveston, checking in tonight for our cruise that leaves tomorrow. So yeah, here we go. Hopefully it's a smooth day of travel. It's a little foggy outside, but I think it's going to be overall a great day. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you like what you see, please of course like and subscribe, and we hope you enjoy this series on the Norwegian Prima.
As always, thank you for clicking on the video. This video is a little bit longer, and if you would like to skip ahead to the actual boarding of the ship, I've added timestamps below. But I always think it's a good idea to include how we fully handle our trip and how we end up getting to the ship from start to finish. Ever since our Carnival Conquest trip where we almost missed our cruise because of a canceled flight with JetBlue, we've made an effort to always fly in the day before whenever possible. It just removes a lot of the added stress from the travel. We did opt in to have Norwegian set up our flights for this trip, which is why we ended up with Southwest. It's not our typical airline for our travel needs, but we couldn't say no to the 2 free check bags, which was great, especially for this long of a trip. I also couldn't remember the last time that I flew through Dallas Love Airport, so this was kind of exciting to stop back by and see it. Big thing to remember is if you're sailing out of Galveston that you will need to travel at least 45 minutes or more to get from the airport to where you're staying in Galveston. There are buses organized by the cruise lines, but we wanted to do something a little different for this time. So we booked a private shuttle that took Chris and Tiffany and ourselves all the way down. Get a little bit of this camera footage. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We're partying up in here. Everybody's having a great freaking time.
All right, welcome. We are currently at the Tremont Hotel in Galveston, Texas, room 5307. We are across the street at what is apparently the penthouse area. As you may know from some of my other videos, I work for Marriott. I just happened to get an associate rate for this property, and they informed me today that I actually got upgraded to a penthouse. So I was beyond excited. Wasn't sure what was all going on with that, but here we are. We're gonna go into the room, check it out for you all so you can see what it's like staying in a penthouse at the Tremont Hotel in Galveston right before a cruise. So here we go. We're gonna walk in and check everything out. All right, walking in. First thing you have to the right hand side is a pantry of sorts. Honestly, this place is set up that if you wanted to be here for a few days, you would not have a single issue at all. You have a full kitchen. Sorry, just struggling to focus a little bit, and you'll see why. Unfortunately, this room was probably given to us. They had some issues with the cabinets. But hey, that's not gonna ruin it for us. We got this amazing room for much less than probably anybody else is paying for it. Oh my gosh, this focus is just so rough right now. Walking in here, this is one of the first suites. We believe this may be the master. It has a very large king-size bed, and then over here, full TV. There is a little seat over here on the corner. Oh my gosh. Just having a hard time focusing as a whole over here. And then we have a dresser, closet space over here. This is where my water and everything else is. There is a nice little dining area over here. We're gonna dive into the second bedroom. They have their very large bed as well with their own TV. They're really excited because they get some of their own natural light in here. Obviously, we just got here. They need to unpack still. Over this way, we have their closet. We're gonna hop across to show you the bathroom real quick. Well, where's the light switch at? You know what? Light switch is outside of the bathroom. Huge, huge shower. And then of course, toilet. It comes with some extra bathroom tissue, hair dryer, everything you would expect in the room. How are we doing over here, guys? This way, we have the living space and everyone's just sitting over here. How are we doing, guys? This beautiful little kind of like buffet table, natural wood, great living space for everything that's going on over here. So absolutely beautiful room, can't complain at all about anything that we got.
After a little bit of rest, we headed to Katie's Seafood House for some dinner. And after dinner, we stopped by the bar in the Tremont house for a couple of nightcaps.
Good morning.
Good morning. It is
Cruise day.
We are in Galveston right now. We stayed at the Tremont last night. Wonderful hotel experience.
Beautiful.
Highly suggest it. We mostly picked it because it's only like 5 blocks away from the port, so we're gonna enjoy that. But first, we're gonna go grab some breakfast. Going to this place that we were suggested called Miller's. Apparently, some good old home style cooking and breakfast food. So we're gonna go grab that.
Yes.
And then head over to the port and board Prima. So, thank you.
And it's not really helping me. Coming down from this high is a dangerous ride. I'm coasting out of body floating.
It was a really cool looking place.
This breakfast. This is best for last.
Even the biscuit looks elegant.
Originally, we were thinking about walking to the port, but with all the bags we had, and also Holly feeling a little under the weather this morning, we opted just to grab an Uber for the quick quarter-of-a-mile ride to the port and avoid overexerting ourselves. Galveston is like a lot of other ports where you'll drop off your large bags near the beginning with porters that will help get it on board the ship for you. After that, you'll finish going through and completing your check-in process. We were dropped off near the forward portion of the ship and then had to proceed to walk down nearly to the aft in order to get in line. They were slowly letting people in through 3 separate lines into the main check-in area. You were not allowed to enter until it was your check-in time. This kind of reminded me of when we were in Puerto Rico doing our check-in, where it was pretty much a big, empty, very noisy warehouse.
How are you? Good. How are you? I am good.
Once we had our keys for boarding, we made a very, very long walk up to a waiting room. After about a 15-minute wait, they finally called our section we were sitting in, and we began to walk towards the ship.
And then we can edit it together later.
Earlier I mentioned that we had to walk near the aft of the ship in order to start the check-in process and get our key cards. And here, Keenan got a little exasperated as we were waved past this gangway and were informed we had to go all the way towards the forward of the ship to go on the secondary gangway. We had done tons of walking this morning.
How are we doing?
So your master station is on deck 8.
Okay.
2 up, going to the back.
Alright.
Okay? You can use the elevator.
Okay.
And let this be your daily reminder that you should immediately go and complete your muster drill check-in as soon as you are on board the ship. The sooner it's out of the way, the sooner you no longer have to breathe.
Oh, that's Tiffany's kind of bottle.
I don't really know for those.
Stop by, I just want to make sure our seating's together.
Fine.
Once we were on board, we had a little bit of time to kill before the rooms would be ready, so we headed over to Indulge to try and wait for a little bit before we could grab some food. At this time, the food wasn't available, so we still had about an hour to wait.
What did you get, Holly?
I got some pad thai. I'm super excited about it.
All right. We have finally got access to our room. So I figured we'd do a quick room tour. We're going to start outside. First off, it has these really cool lights that shows if you are in the room, if you want the room made up, or if you don't want to be bothered. Here we go. So, push the key there, and now we're in. Over here, they have the key card holder. If you want to turn the lights on, and you pull it out, and then the lights are going to turn off a little bit. We're going to leave it in there because Holly's chilling. There's a touch screen here. Oh, cool. So on the touch screen, you have the options for the make up the room, do not disturb, cooling, and then of course a little light switch here. How to escape the sinking ship. Alright, and over here we got some hangers. Shoe storage. Me. How does this work? It slides. More hangers. Safe. Basket storages. Oh man, more hangers. They knew that I wanted some hangers. Plenty of little fun shelf here that you twist, and then you can drop them down. Boom, there we go. That's back. And then there's some more of the baskets down there. Let's see. Close this. Look at that mirror. Isn't that pretty? We got Holly chilling in the back over there. Down here, we actually have some USB and USB Type-C chargers as well as a regular 120. And then your European ports. This right side here If it'll focus, there we go. We got 2 more of those ports. Light switch for the mirror. Room service menu. Oh, look at this. Oh, gee, they put our middle names on there. So there's that TV. Looking through the full room real quick. Nightstand. What is this? USB Type C and B on these. With the light switch over here.
I love the artwork.
Which I don't know what this controls. This must be the outside.
This is really cool.
Holly says she really likes the artwork.
I do.
On and off. Look at that. Technically, we have 3 pillows each.
Yes.
And then,
Well, I mean, you could have 4.
pretty nice. Yeah, no, artwork works really cool.
Yeah, no, this is beautiful.
So something I want to point out, because I saw it on the cruise Facebook group, was someone asking about where were they going to store all of their big luggage items. Underneath the bed, they leave that wide open, and you can store plenty of suitcases down there.
Some people say they store it in the closet, but I think it's a better use of space to put them under the bed.
100%. Oh, you got butterflies.
That's cool.
Huh. I wonder if that was intentional. That's
not-
nifty.
I'm not sad
It's
about it.
Part of the room, I guess, maybe. That's wild. And then we think this was maybe left behind by someone else, but we're not upset about the free.
Keenan, since we are back on Norwegian, we get a pen.
Ooh.
So we get to go down to guest services and get our pen.
Let's get our bronze pen. All right, and then I like these hooks here. That's nice. All right, to the bathroom. Again, thing that I don't like is cruise ships having the light switch on the outside of the bathroom, because if you get up in the middle of the night, they're sleeping, you have to turn the switch on, which floods the room with light, and that's just brrr. We're in the bathroom. Nice lighting. You got power right here. Wash your hands. Washy washy. Plenty of space. They got some handrails unless you're doing some really heavy lifting on the toilet. Massive shower. This is huge. And it's got the cool swinging door, so it takes up less space. We're in here. So I saw this in someone else's video that I don't think people realize. On the back side of this, you have buttons to change what type of water pattern you have coming out the bottom there. So make sure you properly use your shower. Got the handle here and your basic necessities. We travel with our own though. And of course, we got your drying line up there. Let's close that back. You could easily fit 3 people in that shower. I mean, we don't judge. Live your best life. Oh, and we got more hooks up here. Alright. Now I'm ready for the hardest part of this room tour. The last 3 ships I have failed miserably on opening the balcony door. So let's see. Who is going to win? Keenan or the balcony? That's locked. That is open in the down position. Woohoo! First try. Oh, this is cool too. There's an additional door lock right here. It is a very, very foggy day in Galveston. Creep on people down there. Everyone was waiting to get into the rooms and we finally got in, so. Honestly, a huge fan of these chairs out here. Pretty nice looking. We're back in. That is our cabin tour. So back in here, we're going to lock it. And over here, push this button. And there's an little extra lock there. Isn't that just so nifty? Okay, Holly. How we doing?
Good. Good. I'm just looking through all of the events for tonight, deciding what we want to go to.
Which could hopefully be an absolute blast.
Yes.
I gotta say, first impressions, gorgeous ship.
Yes. Beautiful. Love
We've
it.
heard everyone complain about the size of the ship and the spaces you're in. I 100% agree with that so far. Walking through some of these areas, you are just stepping on top of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of annoying, honestly. Trying to find a table to order what we wanted from Indulge was nearly impossible. There's a lot of people just chilling and hogging tables because they were waiting for staterooms, and then we couldn't order off menus that we wanted to try. We got noodles, which was good.
The food was really good.
Overall boarding process was pretty quick.
Smooth.
We had a 9:30 a.m. check-in time. We got on board probably right around 11 o'clock. We were late getting here by about 15 minutes, and then it took us about 30 minutes to get through our check-in and security, and then we waited in a lounge area for about 10-15 minutes, and then we finally got on board the ship after that. So, not too bad.
Yeah, I don't feel like any one part where we waited, I don't feel like we waited very long.
Oh yeah, it was a constantly moving process. They did tell me I wasn't supposed to be recording in certain areas, so I tried to include as much as I could of our boarding process in case you're also leaving out of Galveston, but it was interesting. This is our fourth port that we've sailed out of. Holly says her favorite is San Juan, but I think that's because she loves the city, not so much the boarding experience.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. I'm not talking terminal wise here, but like San Juan was beautiful, so that was fun. They
had like a literal warehouse, and that was one of our first big cruise videos we did. Fort Lauderdale was probably the smoothest check-in process out of the other ones we've done, though. There's some weird policies kind of around here. So the bars are open, but they are only doing very specific wine and liquor and beer. Like not even 30% of their menu, I think. Like it's strange. Sorry, this is tilting up slowly. So I don't know why, but they said once we disembark, around 5 o'clock, full menu.
They have a lot of signage about the Texas law, so I'm sure it's something around that. So once we actually set sail, everything should be like fully open.
Yeah, people gotta remember, like they have to follow whatever policies for whatever port they're in. Don't be a Karen. If your name is Karen, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you, but I'm just being honest. I had some lady shouting at a bartender because she was told the bar wasn't open for another 20 minutes and she wanted her beer now and started demanding to talk to a manager. I'm like, come on, you're on a cruise ship. Like, chill out, go find a different bar, because there were bars that were open, but like doing that sort of,
especially for the people that are working, it's not their fault.
Yeah, they're following whatever policies that are put in place. You can wait either 20 minutes to get your beer, or you can go find it somewhere else. All right. We are going to relax and try and enjoy the ship now. It is beautiful. We can't wait for this week, and we'll see if we feel better about the ship after
everyone's been able to get into their rooms. It should be less crowded.
We're hoping that's probably why it seems so awful. But we'll see throughout the rest of the week. Maybe we'll go enjoy the hot tub, because honestly the decks look empty right now. It is miserable looking outside, but my hot tub is still hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, thank you for clicking on the video. We'll be back once we get to dinner.
Cool. That was a nice little
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too.
Those little nokies didn't hold you over? They were. Holly, if I was to get the bruschetta or the cheese ravioli, which one would you like to try?
I personally would be some bruschetta.
Then I'm getting the bruschetta. And I mean.
All right, good evening.
Good evening. It is day one of our Norwegian Prima cruise. It has been a long day. We mentioned earlier in the video, boarding was pretty smooth. Maybe 45 minutes total to get on the ship, and that was with us being a little late. Other than that, it was a lot of waiting for rooms to be ready, which made everything very overcrowded because no one could be in their rooms. So everyone was just sitting around in the public spaces, no tables anywhere. It was kind of rough.
It was. We did meet a very nice couple though, and got to sit next to them and chat with them for a little bit.
They were from Southampton in the UK, and they were lovely people. But it just still, I feel like it could have been done slightly better. I almost wish we had gotten on later, because then it would have been a bit waiting around so long. How was dinner today?
Dinner was really good. I was very impressed. I mean, I just got this shrimp scampi with like some like lemon sauce. It was
the artichoke hearts, but you weren't a fan of the artichoke hearts.
I wasn't. But the shrimp, the pasta, all of it was really good. How was your dinner?
I had this chicken piccata thing, which I'd never heard of it before. I'm like, I'm just gonna try it because we're on a cruise ship. Might as well try something new.
Yep.
So that was pretty tasty. It was like a fried chicken wrapped in an egg omelet of sorts. So that was pretty tasty. Overall, I thought dinner was pretty great.
Yeah.
I had a apple pie for dessert. You had a creme brulee honey thing.
Yeah, instead of it being like vanilla flavored, it was honey flavored, and it was spectacular.
After dinner, I went and enjoyed the cigar bar with Holly's brother Chris. What'd you guys end up doing?
We just kind of walked and wandered around the ship to see if there was anything we had missed. We went outside and saw the infinity pool that's on the edge, and then there's beds that actually are like in like a few inches of water, so we went to see like where those were located. But
the boat is definitely moving tonight. We can feel it. It was very foggy around Galveston.
Yeah,
we could barely see sail away. We didn't get a lot of footage, mostly because it was just fog. And there was no real point. Sail away was supposed to be out on the deck, but it was raining, so they moved it inside, and it was so crowded. I waited 20 plus minutes to get a single drink where the sail away party was happening. It was not a great experience, so we're probably not going to include any of that in the video, but the ship is gorgeous. The room is gorgeous.
Yes, love it.
I stopped by Sid Norman's before I came back to the room, and that was really cool. The band, I wish I had the camera with me, was vibing and just having a great solid evening and some great musical performances. I'll have to bring the camera with me next time and make sure we show that off. I'm excited for the cruise. Anything else you want to add?
just excited to get some sleep and be able to enjoy everything tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow's a seed day, so we're going to sleep in as much as we can and then really just enjoy the ship tomorrow. So again, thank you as always for watching the video. If you like what you saw, please hit that like icon and subscribe, and catch us in the next one, okay?
Have a good night.
Bye.